Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, my hair's a mess. All I did was just put it up when I went to eat, so I don't particularly like that it's got these little lumps, but anyway, you do what you gotta do. I'm wearing, I know I'm weird. This, I don't know what you would call it. It's a jacket with fur on it. It's knitted. It's a knitted. I got it as a gift for Christmas from my stepmother a couple years ago. Maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. Anyway, because it was cold in my basement and I was watching some of my recorded shows. So I actually have this shirt, this jacket, this knitted thing has a name. I call it Two Squirrels because its fur looks like squirrel tail, and it looks like there's two of them on me. So, anyway, um, useless knowledge that you didn't really need to know. I'm sorry I haven't been doing any paper beads. I've actually been doing some other things lately, and yeah, I'll get back to doing paper beads. I don't know. I got a bunch I need to do. I got a bunch that I need to actually varnish yet that I rolled before I went on Christmas break. And then I got some that I was working on while I was on Christmas break. Now, I would have done more on Christmas break, but my oldest daughter kind of threw a big fit on how I was taking up the table space at grandma's house, and I was like, you have a whole room you can go sit in. And she's like, yeah, but I'd have to lay my laptop on the floor. So I was like, okay, you can set your laptop up next to my stuff. So what does she do? She sets up her laptop with all the plugins and fix-ins. And I'm like, what are you doing? It's a laptop. Just open it up and use it until the damn battery falls below 50% or something, and then go in your room. Nope, she wasn't having any of that. She's like, I need a fan. I need to have it plugged in. I need to have this and this. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So anyway, this video isn't really going to go anywhere. I just felt like making a video quick because I hadn't made one in a while. Oh, and I had my Mayo Clinic doctor, I can speak, my Mayo Clinic eye appointment today. So I got some good news. My doctor, who I've been seeing since I was like an early teenager, that's a long time to see the same doctor. Anyway, I had pictures taken. Now, since I have glaucoma, every so often you have to have pictures taken, and then I have described where this other test, it's called a visual field. It's basically this big dome that you look at, and there's lights that go by, and you have to click when you can see the lights, and it basically, that one I described already. But anyway, the picture one is they make you stare at this little thing, and then it scans your eye, but I don't do well with the test because I forget what they have some technical name for it, but basically what it does is it takes a picture of the inside of your eye so you can see the nerves, and then your optic nerve and all the little thingies that, go off of it. I was like, so can you show me what it looks like? So I looked at it and I'm like, oh, that looks like something from Stranger Things. I could never be an eye doctor. It just, so yeah, that went well, it didn't go that great. My eyes like to shake. I forget what my doctor calls that. He calls it something. And he says it's difficult for people with your condition to do certain tests. So he says I can get a good visual of what's inside your eye so he'll use the thing and use this prism thing and look through, and he can see it that way. But he's like, I'm just not going to have you do that test anymore. So I was like, yes, no more test. He still has me doing the visual field, of course. And I did ask him, I said, is there any way, any kind of thing that you can do, or maybe somebody that you can refer me to that would help with my depth perception? He basically said, not really, considering how bad because I can see out of both eyes. I just can't see out of both eyes at the same time. So, like, I can look out of my left eye and then I can look out of my right eye. That's just how it is. It's how it's always been. I didn't even know that that other people, it just never dawned on me before. But he's like, well, there's not much. I mean, there's a couple exercises you could do, but considering, my age, I mean, I'm almost 40 and I've been doing this type of vision for for 39 years, because I was blind for the first year of my life. But yeah, he said there's not much he can do. So there's no tests, or I suppose I could have pushed the subject further, but because I've seen people with those little strings and then they got little dots on them, and and he said, I just don't think you're, I don't know. He didn't think they would work with me very well, but he didn't say that he wouldn't, be okay with me doing stuff like, all the depth perception but that's for people who have a little bit of a out of alignment. Like, you sometimes see double, but and then other times you don't. That's for those type of people to retrain their eyes to see in binocular, whatever you would call it. But I'm so far on the other side that I have a favorite eye and I have a less favorite eye. Although my one doctor, the nurse lady who did my vision, she's like, oh, your left eye, it improved from last time you were here, and it improved from this time you were here. And I'm like, okay, yay. But my left eye is, if something ever happened to my right eye, I wouldn't be able to drive anymore, because my left eye is 20/60 corrected, which is not good. But anyway, I just figured I would say, yay, I don't have to do that one test anymore. It just was so hard. It's hard I don't know what it is, but the way I described it was, since I'm old, I remember tube TVs, and you'd have the static channel, or, it'd be where it's not coming in and it's all like this, and it's fuzzy. Well, that test is kind of like that. So you have your square that you're looking at, and then you have a green dotted star that you're supposed to stare at. But then when she starts up the machine, all I see is this red that just keeps going like this. And all that makes me do is want to follow. So my eyes just keep going. And I told the doctor, I'm like, I don't know if it's just me, the way my eyes are, but I can't do that test. I said, is there any analog way that you can do that test that my eyes will be able to handle? And he's like, I'll just, take that one off there and just visually look at your eyes manually. And I was like, yes. But anyway, I'm going to go find something to do. I'm waiting on my chicken to thaw, which is right here. It's getting there. I forgot to thaw it out last night, so but because I bought a bunch of protein, and then I froze some of it because I knew I wouldn't be able to get to it before it went bad. So I threw it in the freezer, and then like the night right after I made supper, I would take it out, put it in the fridge. But I forgot to do that yesterday. I don't know why. I just did. So I am going to go take my dog out. She's looking at me like, please take me outside. I gotta go potty. So okay, all right. Well, I'm going to end for now. I just figured I'd make a Friday video. A little bit of a mismatch of I don't know, just a little bit of talking about any and everything that's been going on. I will get back to beading. I do like beading, and it does help. I like it. I really like that marble paper that I was using over Christmas break that I had done in the videos. I love that paper. I love it. And I can't find it anymore to buy anymore. So I'm like, God, I should have bought 2 packs of that stuff. Anyway, okay, all right, bye.